Hey, how's it going, everybody? I try and do some just short pickup videos. I've been dealing with a lot of chronic pain lately, so I don't want to set myself off. Otherwise, I'm going to just show some video game pickups in this vid, and the next vid I will be showing you a repair that I did on my Bobo VR and 2 head strap. That one that I still like it. That's why I made the effort to try and find a way to fix it, because I still like it. Out of all the ones I've tried, it fits me really good. It's just the problem is I think it's my big frickin' head. So I had the same problem with it. It just didn't follow through on it that I did with my Oculus Elite head strap that finally broke. So I was able to catch it in time, and so far so good, man. It seems to be nice and solid now on what I did, and it was a simple fix. Otherwise, on with the show. This one, fan of Lord of the Rings, wizardry, midgetry, sorcery, whatever. Or if you just like extreme violent games like I do, because I'm a very mellow guy, I definitely recommend this game, and also it looks freaking beautiful. All these Lord of the Ring games always look freaking beautiful, man. They always just go full on out with the graphics. This one's just beautiful. I haven't even gotten that far yet. For anybody's got this one, basically he's like half human and half spirit or something, so he can go in like a spirit mode, which makes him pretty much invincible. So it's one area where you're getting ready to jump off a cliff, a very, very high cliff, where they're showing you it doesn't matter what the distance is, you can jump and not die, as you kind of just float down. Otherwise, that's how far I've gotten so far, just to test it out. This is Middle Earth Shadow of War. I was able to snag it for $5 at a pawn shop, man. Really good game. I was impressed. This game, I'm liking it. I do agree that I really wish they would have frickin' done this in VR, man, because it'd be so much more fun to play this in VR. Just to give a hint of what I'm talking about, it's the one where if you're in VR and you're looking up, it's like, damn, that's a huge bitch. You make baby! That's basically the last part that I finally got through. Now I'm up to the freaking baby or toddler type creature. So, gotta fight it next. Otherwise, yeah, I got chased to a mansion like freaking Deuce Bigelow by this freaking huge bitch with Freddy Krueger knives like tenfold. To where don't stop, just run and try and find your little safe places. Anyways, I got this during Black Friday for $20 over at GameStop. Finally got a copy of Resident Evil Village. I definitely recommend it, man. Don't go on what everybody's ripping on about. Oh, it's too short. It doesn't have enough this. It doesn't have enough. It's a freaking Resident Evil game. It's still good, man. It just takes a bit to get up to the different monsters. It's like this one, they kind of base it on lichens, werewolves, but then you do have some of the other monsters. And it's almost like a fairy, like a Grimm's fairy tale version of Resident Evil. It's really weird how they did it, but I like what they did, man. I like the whole gothic look of it. Otherwise, yeah, definitely worth picking up. And for all that you freaks out there that like big butts and cannot lie, because that seems to be what the mods are, is to manipulate her ginormous frickin' ass. Speaking of Deuce Bigelow, why haven't any of you guys done any mods to where like you go into her bathroom or whatever, and there's like little frickin' trays of french fries and shit, man? I deuce the hell out of that game. Have some like corpse that's been there forever of some poor black dude that got his dick ripped off by a freaking cat, whatever, because that's one of the best scenes of the movie, man, where he's sitting there eating the fries out of the toilet. That guy just, he always gets me fucking rolling. So it's like, somebody do that mod. I want to see that shit. Just freaking have just food. Little plates of food here and there, man, because she's so freaking big. Otherwise, yeah, definitely pick that one up. Let's see. Well, gotta rip on something. Even that so far I like the game, I just don't like the way they did it for the extra freaking content. This one, figures, man. I got it like a couple weeks before the sales were starting. Figured screw it. And then it's like, yep, that's one of them that they had on freaking sale. The only good thing that makes me not feel too bad about spending about 15 bucks more is that they were out of it. So I wouldn't have been able to get it anyways. Otherwise, got a copy of Hitman 3. I've been dying to play this game in VR. Even if you do use the standard controller, which like they've been saying in a lot of the videos on this, maybe in an update, they'll finally have it to where you can use at least the freaking move controllers, or even better, the aim controller. Otherwise, yeah, you do have to use the standard PS4 controller, and then you're using the light bar on that to aim with. So it's a little awkward. It's kind of the way they did it with Doom BFG in VR. If you don't use the move controller or whatever, they've got it to where you use the regular controller to aim with. And when you're in a nice clear room, which it's not, it works really well. I play that game better that way with the controller in VR than I do just playing it regularly on my Xbox or whatever, man. Because it is pretty damn precise or whatever. I love pain pills. Per chisel. Otherwise, yeah, got to finally play it. Just the kind of introduction where they're doing you the VR training. That's as far as I've gotten so far. Because, that right there, mode included. Yeah, included right freaking there. Not there. I don't know why the freaking hell they're saying that like it's on the goddamn disc. Maybe there was a piece of paper in there with it that just said you had to download it. I don't know. Usually when it says mode included, it's on the goddamn disc. Because when I first popped this in, it did the initial install for the game and whatnot. And I don't keep my systems hooked up to the internet all the time. Because I'm only limited to freaking 250 gigs through Sudden Stink. Because I'm only paying them $105 a month for their lowest speed. Sudden Link. It's all I freaking got, man. It's either that or Frontier, and Frontier here is just as bad. And then you got to go through your phone lines, and I've dealt with that shit, and they screwed everything up, so I'd rather go through cable. Hence, the service I get is good. I haven't had hardly any outages. I can't even remember when I've had an outage. It's just their freaking prices. When you've been with them a long time, it keeps going up and up and up. Because it started out cheap, and then just they started raising it up real fast. Otherwise, yeah. I hate when I have to freaking do major updates on these. And that's what I had to do. When I'd start it up in VR with the headset on and all that shit, it just started up like a regular old PS4 game. It gave no hint of virtual reality anywhere in the game until I updated it. Which, if you just play it regular without updating for the main game, it'll just show this picture here of him holding the gun. And then once I updated it, it shows that. And then right next to it, it shows him wearing a VR headset, which says, okay, you can play it in VR. So, whatever. And I think the update was like 24 or 25 gigabytes. It's not necessarily small, but I don't know how much they have to update just to get it to work in VR. That could be why I see this quite a bit at GameStop. This is an easy game to find. Otherwise, I'd play it regularly for a little bit just to explore and see what all you can do. And didn't get too far, but it's not bad so far. This one, Oh, if only I had more room in here so I can use the move controllers properly, because I was having fun. I mean, it lets you do a lot. I could see why this game is so freaking popular. Anyways, this one I ended up getting on Amazon and just ordered it with some other stuff that I needed, and I paid $30 for this game for brand new. And I just outright got it through Amazon, whatever company they were going through. Anyways, got Walking Dead Saints and Sinners Complete Edition, which has Tourist Edition in-game bonuses and Meat Grinder update. Definitely worth picking up for PSVR. It does not look bad at all, man. It's a little grainy here and there, but not bad. You get used to it. I got in a VR games to where I've seen some that are pretty shitty, and those are ones to where I've just sold it back to GameStop or whatever. Or I just plain didn't pay much, but this is definitely one of the better looking ones. And, let's see. Yeah, I made it up to where the bus is, where it's like you can sleep in that. It's kind of like your little oasis in the middle of the apocalypse. And then you can work on your weapons and whatnot. Anyways, yeah, I got there and then got up to like the first mission or quest where there's this lady standing by a car and she's needing your help, I think, to kill her husband or another relative that has turned into a zombie. So you got to find out what house this person's hiding in and wipe them out, and all the other zombies that are around. So that's as far as I've gotten. Which, yeah, wiped out. I got wiped out, so I got that going for me. So, when you don't have enough room, man, you're trying to swap one off, you'll knock over everything in the damn room trying to freaking kill it. I do love the fact you can just grab them and just stab a freaking knife into them. Just all kinds of stuff. You can throw bricks, bottles, just anything you can pick up pretty much off the ground that's hard, like a brick or a bottle, you can use as a weapon by either just smashing it into them or tossing it at them or whatever. So far. On guns and stuff, I haven't gotten far enough to really get any good guns. I think I updated one of them just a little bit, otherwise, we'll see. But really fun so far. So definitely recommend this, if you can find it. You may have to do like me and just order the damn game online. Now both of these for PlayStation 3, I've already had both of them. One of them I just had the regular version of it. And both of these, I got lucky on it either having it already on disc or the download code still working. Anyways, this must have been one to where when I got my PSVR or my PS4, it was still worth enough to where it was worth trading in towards some store credit. Because that's what I did, is I turned in a lot of my PS3 games that I just got bored of, just to get some store credit so it didn't freaking cost the full $300 or whatever for the VR or whatnot. This one, I wish I hadn't gotten rid of it, man. Now that I got it again, it's a good game. It really is, now that I'm replaying it. Anyways, this is Alice Madness Returns. And on this code, either the person that had this didn't use it, because usually once you've used it, you can't use it again, or somebody else can't use it. Or maybe it's one of those codes to where it's just lasts as long as it lasts, so as long as you got this game, you got the freaking code, period. Because I did what it says to do, just get this all installed on your system, and then you go into where it, in the main menu where it just says American McGee's Alice available now. Click on that, and then it just goes to the PlayStation Store to put in the code. And then you can download the original American McGee's Alice for free. So I was able to do it. So cool. I got it all back again. Otherwise, this one, man, this is definitely one that I recommend for PS3 if you can find it. Just beautiful freaking graphics. And trippy as hell, man. Just everything about it, just trippy as hell. I love how they did the Cheshire Cat, all that stuff. Now this is the one I said, man, I had it before, but not this version of it, and everything was on disc. Which, why can't they do that with all the games? I get sick of this stuff to where, oh, you get all this bonus stuff with it. Yeah, and you got to download it. So if you have it used and somebody's already done that, you're usually screwed. So anyways, if you guys find this, everything was on disc. Pretty sure it was. Yeah, I don't have anything other than just the regular old book with it, so. Anyways, this is Dead Island Game of the Year Edition, which includes Dead Island game, 3 DLC packs, Bloodbath Arena, Rider White episode, and then the Ripper weapon blueprint. And so far, I played through the Rider White episode on easy, and I was still getting my ass kicked. They made it extra hard to where those zombies are just in your freaking face, man. You're constantly having to run here and there and hide and whatever. You don't dare stay any place too long, or they just, all of a sudden you'll turn around and there's the zombies. So, definitely worth snagging this if you guys can find it. Say everything's on disc. So, like I said, man, short freaking vids. It's into this one. I recommend all those games. They're all good. Catch you guys in the next one.